Hey, it's Meg. Welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm going to be doing some more mini journaling, another journal with me in this tiny TN. I absolutely love it. And it's just such the perfect size when, you just want to like sit down and create for like 5-10 minutes. You don't have a lot of time, but you just want to do something. This has been really good for this. So what I decided to do for this is I kind of wanted to make this series almost like little mini videos, so like 5 minutes long, just to have a little bit of time to get creative. And what I have there is I think it's a biscuit jar. That's its intended purpose, but I basically got like a giant container, and I decided that for all these little bits of scrap papers that are constantly floating around on my desk, I wanted to do something with them that was like a bit more tidy and organized, but I didn't want to put them in the bin. So I guess it's kind of like before I bin off the papers, because it does get to a point where I'm thinking, right, I'm not going to use this, I'm just going to have to part ways with it. But before it gets to that point, I'm going to use this container as a way of saving all these little scraps. And then I thought they would be amazing to use then within this little mini journal because they are the perfect size for that. So what I decided to do was literally just like pop my hand in, not really look at what I was grabbing, and then just pulled out a few papers and using that as my prompt for creating. So really taking out a lot of the like thinking behind it. When you sit down to create and you think, right, what am I going to use? I don't know what to do. Removing all that decision making and just getting down to collaging and creating. So you'll have seen at the beginning, I did have to kind of tear up some scraps originally just to fill this and have something to pick from. But as I go through now in my normal projects and in my journaling, I'm just gonna like put things in there really, really randomly and then be able to use those kind of within this little mini journal because, like I said, it's just such the perfect size. So I picked out quite a random assortment of papers for this one. You'll see I've got everything from in your face, like neon yellow, through to some more like pinks and florals that kind of went together. So I did focus on those. I didn't use everything that I picked out, but it was just really nice to have something to choose from and to spark that inspiration for the page. These miniature typewriter stamps here, I've been loving to use these in my Hobonichi, but they're actually the perfect size for this little mini journal, so I decided to stamp out the word joy from the quote that I was using to make that the kind of like focal point or accent, and then I decided to kind of mix and match some fonts, or like ways of putting words on the page. I really love to do that. So I stamped out the word joy, and then what I did is I came in with a fine liner and wrote in the rest of the quote around it. I just think it adds some really nice interest to the page. I'm also adding little bits of washi there. So yeah, I just used a uni pen fine liner, as you can see here. It's kind of like a grey almost. It's not quite a black, so it blends really well on this page. And I tried to film here just how tiny I was writing. It was really hard to get a close-up to show you just how small I was writing. The fine liner was super thin for this page, but I think it gave a really nice effect on the page, and I'm totally not covering up a typo that I made when I was writing the quote originally. But yeah, that's it for this page. Like I said, super simple, just little quick creations in this mini junk journal. Thank you so much as always for stopping by and watching. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye guys!